Indian Professional Congress in Goa, and this will be the first unit that is being appointed in Goa of All India Professional Congress. And we are welcoming Shri Alim Javeriji. He is the Chief Operating Officer of the All India Professional Congress. He is representing the Chairman of the All India Professional Congress at AICC level, Dr. Shashi Thakurji. And we will be, I request the GPCC President to welcome. We will keep it.
Yeah, you want to mention the names.
GPCC President is here. We will be playing a 2 minutes video message from the Chairman, Dr. Shashi Thakurji, also over here for you. Great first.
Welcome, company. No, you just mention everybody's name and let him speak.
Okay.
And then we'll play the.
And
then we will. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Shashi Tharoor and I'm Chairman of the All India Professionals Congress. It's a distinct privilege for me to tell you about our journey to bring professionals into the political space of the country by providing them a platform to share their interests, concerns, recommendations and ideas with the politicians and those who make the policy decisions in the Indian National Congress. We have 21 state units throughout the country, and we're very pleased today to welcome the latest one, Goa. It's great to have Goa as our newest state unit of the All India Professionals Congress, and a particular welcome to our new president, Elvis Gomes, and his senior office bearers, Siddharth and Sita. We have already had a number of professionals from the tourism, healthcare, education and other sectors joining us in Goa. We'd like to welcome them too, and to assure them that we will listen attentively to what they have to say about their areas of expertise. If Goa is going to progress, if Goa is going to be ready for change, if Goa is going to promote tourism in a way that looks after the interests of all stakeholders and promotes development, then Goa needs ideas by professionals for professionals. It's time to work as professionals for progress in the country. Join us to be a professional for progress. Promotes development, then Goa needs ideas by professionals for professionals. It's time to work as professionals for progress in the country. Join us to be a professional for progress and a professional for Congress. Log on to our website www.profcongress.com to register and become a fellow and support Elvis Gomes and his team as they take AIPC Goa forward. Jai Hind.
We would like to play another short video message from Dr. Geeta Reddy, who is the regional coordinator for the.
Hi everyone, this is Dr. J. Geeta Reddy, your South Zone coordinator from the All India Professionals Congress. Our chairman is none other than Dr. Shashi Tharoor, who needs no introduction. I invite you, all professionals from Goa, to do join into this unique platform which is meant for professionals like doctors, lawyers, engineers, architects, nurses, teachers, filmmakers, you name it. Let's all join together and make this a better society for our country and for Goa. Do take advantage of this. You have a new team now, headed by Mr. Elvis Gomes, to join in and make a difference. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Request the GPCC President, Shri Chodankar, to welcome Shri Alim Javeriji on behalf of Goan. Also request Shri Alim Javeriji to hand over the letter of appointment to Elvis.
On behalf of Dr. Shashi Tharoor, Dr. Geeta Reddy, and the AIPC nationally, it is my privilege to hand over this letter of appointment to Mr. Elvis Gomes. It's also my privilege to be here with Goa, Honorable Girish and Honorable PCC Chief. I'm just going to now hand this over. We'd like to take a photo and welcome you, Elvis, and the team to the Movement for Progress. We look forward to doing great work together.
Elvis.
Thank you.
We also like Dr. Anil Gandhi to present the floral bouquet.
Both of you together.
I would request Elvis Gomes, the newly appointed president of the All India Professional Congress Goa unit, to speak few words.
पहिले स्वागत हांव ऑल इंडिया काँग्रेस कमिटी अध्यक्ष मॅम सोनिया गांधी तसेच ऑल इंडिया प्रोफेशनल्स काँग्रेसचे अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर शशी थरूर आणि डॉक्टर गीता रेड्डी हांचे आभार मानता की ऑल इंडिया प्रोफेशनल्स काँग्रेस हे फ्रंटल ऑर्गनायझेशन हांगा घडोवपाक ही सवलत आमकां दिली आनीक सिद्धार्थ कारापुरकर आनी तशेंच सीता अंताव जे आसा हांगा तांचे बरोबर ही टीम घडोवन हाडून ऑल इंडिया प्रोफेशनल्स काँग्रेसाचो युनिट हांगा घडोवपाक म्हज्या हातांनी सुत्रां दिली म्हणून हांव देव बरें करूं म्हणटा आनीक ह्या समयार आमचे मदीं जे आसात आमचे वरिश्ठ मिस्टर गुंडूराव तशेंच आमचे GPCC अध्यक्ष आनी हे सगळे जे आसात तुल्यू बाब विजय बाब सुनील बाब हांच्या उपस्थितीन आज हो ल्हानसो कार्यक्रम जो आमी घडोवन हाडला इतलेंच सांगपाक की फुडार जो आसा काँग्रेस पार्टीचो फुडार हो फुडार प्रोफेशनल लोकांनी आपल्या हातान घेवपाचो वेळ आयिल्लो आसा आनी प्रोफेशनल्स म्हणल्यार कोण जशें डॉक्टर गीता रेड्डीन सांगलां ऑलरेडी आमी नॉर्मली प्रोफेशनल्स जे आसा ते दोतोर आदवोगाद जावं आर्किटेक्ट जावं असले जे प्रोफेशनान आसा तांकां आमी प्रोफेशनल म्हणटा पूण प्रोफेशनल्स म्हणल्यार जो कोण खंयचेय प्रोफेशनान आसा एक बरो इलेक्ट्रिशियन सुद्दां तो प्रोफेशनल एक रिपेर करपी सुद्दां प्रोफेशनल कितें हे लोकांनी फुडें येवपाक जाय बरो एनवायरमेंटान जो काम करता तो प्रोफेशनल NGOन काम करता ते प्रोफेशनल अशें एक फील्ड सामकें वायड आसा आनी हो युनिट स्टेट लेवल युनिट आज जो घडला उपरांत डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल म्हणल्यार लोकसभा कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी वायज आनीक चॅप्टर आमी घडयतले आनी अशें करून सगळ्यांक आमी आज आमंत्रण दिता की फुडें पॉलिसी ज्यो जातल्यो सरकाराच्यो काँग्रेस सरकाराच्यो हे प्रोफेशनल लोक तितून येवन करतले आनी पॉलिसीज करपाक न्हय की इवन फुडली इलेक्शनां आतां येता ती पंचायत इलेक्शनां आसतली तेन्ना यंग प्रोफेशनलांनी येवन ह्या पंचायतींनी काँग्रेस पार्टीच्या माध्यमांतल्यान ही पंचायतींनी भितर येवचें अशें आमचें एक आज अपील ऑल इंडिया प्रोफेशनल्स काँग्रेस गोवा युनिटाचे वतीन आनी जितले भुरगे यंग स्टुडंट्स ह्या हितूंतल्यान फुडें एक पॉलिटिकल दिशा ह्या स्टेटीक दितले ही अपेक्षा धरून हांव परत एकदां म्हाका सिद्धार्थाक आनी सीताक आज अपॉयंट केल्या बद्दल ऑल इंडिया प्रोफेशनल काँग्रेस कमिटी डॉक्टर शशी थरूराक देव बरें करूं म्हणटा.
Request Kalim Zaveri ji, the CEO of AITC, to say a few words.
So, thank you very much, thank you colleagues. Honorable Gundra ji, Chodankar ji, Elvis bhai, my colleagues, thank you very much for welcoming me and welcoming our honorable movement to this great stage of hope and progress. Colleagues, I don't want to state more than I need to. I simply want to convey a few points and speak to two groups of people. The first group of people I'd like to address are the working professionals of the great state of Goa. Dear friends, you are witnessing a reign of error with the current dispensation, and it's time for that to change. We've come here to make an appeal to you, to request you to remember two fundamental truths. You have a right to a decent life, and you have a right to a prosperous life. And the only instrument through which you can achieve that is the instrument of progress, the instrument of hope, the Indian National Congress. The Indian National Congress has created a department known as the All India Professionals Congress. We are 4 years old. I'm proud to say that Goa would be our 22nd edition to our movement for progress. In every state, we have had a unique footprint. In every state, we've had a unique impact based on the requirements of that state. And we hope that our impact in Goa is one of lasting betterment for all people. We make no distinction in occupation. We don't define a professional by what they do. We, however, define a professional by what they aspire to achieve. We speak to professionals who are employed. We speak to professionals who are seeking employment. We speak to professionals who are giving back to their society. All I ask is for you to give the AITC and the Indian National Congress a fair chance to make your life better. And I ask and request and appeal to you to please work with our team and use this opportunity to better your home and your place. The second group of people I'd like to reach out to is young people. You might have noticed that I am young, but so is our country, so is our party, and so is the hope and aspiration of this great nation. So to the young people of Goa, let me say, there is no question about it. You have one hope for a brighter, more prosperous tomorrow, and that is the Indian National Congress. Don't waste time with political tourists. Please vote for the people who have and will continue to fight for your right to be independent and self-reliant. I want to take this opportunity once again to convey my profound appreciation to my senior colleagues, to the senior leaders here, and I look forward to what great things we'll do together in this great place, Goa. Jai Hind and Jai Gomes.
I would request the GPCC President Shri Girish Chodankar ji to say a few words.
Goa Pradesh Congress Committee welcomes Mr. Alim Zaveri, the Chief Operating Officer of All India Professional Congress Committee. We have just appointment letter is handed over to Mr. Elvis Gomes as the President, Siddharth Karapurkar as the Vice President, and Sita Antam as the Secretary. Elvis Gomes and all his team. The appointment has been handed over to them in presence of our in charge, Sri Dinesh Raoji. And we also have number of professionals in Goa, like our architect Tulio and many others have been working in their own way. But we are happy that All India Professional Congress unit, the chapter is 22nd unit. Goa becomes the 22nd unit, and it has just launched in Goa. We have just opened this new chapter in Goa. So, on behalf of Goa Pradesh Congress Committee, we would like to thank the All India Chairman Shashi Tharoorji and congratulate Mr. Elvis, Mr. Siddharth, and Sita Anta, who is also a professional in the travel industry. It's a high time that all the professionals also should contribute to the Goa's systematic planned development and the progress. We know and we have contributed a lot right from the Goa's liberation during its various stages. The various progress we have seen, the developments that we have seen. But right now, Goa is struggling to keep its identity, to maintain its identity, and to preserve its identity. And that is where the professionals come in. Now, professionals are busy, we know, in their own professions, but they have to give something back to the society. And it's a high time that the Goans look upon these professionals in Goa for the future progress, a progress that Goa desires, the progress that Goa expects, and progress that Goa deserves. And that is what we expect the professionals to do. We are happy that the professional unit has been started today. It's a big challenging task to involve various professionals to be partner in the progress of Goa. And we want to assure one thing to the professionals through our new chairman, Mr. Elvis Gomes, that the future government, we will be installing our new government in the month of February, March. All the major decisions for the progress of the state of Goa, the professional unit will be consulted so that it will send a very clear signals. The professionals also feel that they are involved. I know they are busy with their own things, but we will be happy if they participate, if they get involved in the future of Goa. And I expect Mr. Elvis Gomes to involve all of them. Also, our manifesto is in the final stage, of which Mr. Elvis Gomes himself is the co-chairman, and we have done a wide consultation. So even if there are more professionals who want to contribute now, and also once we form the government, it will be a very welcoming sign for the betterment of Goa. So once again, like to congratulate the entire new team, and hope they will accept this new challenge for the change that Goa expects, the Goa wants, the Goa desires. Thank you.
I now request the desk in charge for Goa, Shri Dinesh Gunduraji, to say a few words.
Firstly, I want to congratulate Elvis Gomes on his appointment as the president of the Professional Congress Unit of Goa, and also Shri Siddharth Karapurkar and Sita Antawa as being made Vice President and Secretary of the Goa Unit of the AIPC. As Girish ji just said now, professionals, their inputs, their ideas are very important for any organization. And what is the meaning of professional? Professional is someone who has gained expertise in a particular field. It can be any field. So when someone gains an expertise in a particular field, he gains knowledge and he becomes a professional. It could be any line of work. So making this unit as a frontal organization of the Congress party is to see that, it helps the Congress party also to get different ideas, different inputs about what's happening, what's going on the ground, what is the views of the people, and what needs to be done by a political party to see that the state improves and the work is implemented in a proper manner. So professional ideas, professional inputs are the requirement for every one of us. So I think the Congress party itself will gain by the expertise that is being, which we can access through the professional Congress. Because normally what happens, they do not associate themselves so much with politics because they are most of the time working, busy with their own work. So being able to access and providing access to them needs a special focus, and I think that's what Dr. Shashikar and Alim who is also the CEO of the organization, they are trying to do is that we access them and they can access us. So that it's a bridge for the party also. And of course, for any state or country to develop, we need good economics, good policies. The jobs should be created, employment should be created, people should be working, earning, and spending. And for that, you need good ideas. Where do good policies come from? From good ideas, from good information. And for that, I think Professional Congress will help the Congress party to see that in Goa also, how we can improve our policies here, how we can bring in more ideas which can help the people of Goa, whether it's the tourism sector, whether it's the health sector, whether it's the education sector. There's so many sectors, and just depending upon officers and bureaucrats or political leaders, I think somewhere we need a creative input also, and that input can come to us from this AIPC, the Professional Congress, and definitely we'll be giving it maximum importance, and that's why Mr. Elvis Gomes has been made chairman of this. In fact, I would prefer Mr. Elvis Gomes to be holding more senior positions. But I think the fact that he is heading this, because he himself has got so much of experience and he's done a lot of work, groundwork, he knows the state well. So I think he'll be able to connect to to all the various people working in different professions and bring them to the Congress fold and also use their expertise to help us in doing good for Goa. So I'm sure that's going to be this is going to play a very active and important role for us, and I'm sure that Mr. Elvis will be able to really get in those people to see that because what's happening in Goa today, the way Goa is being run, the way the politics is taking place, the policies of the government today, though Goa is per capita the richest state in the country, but the economy is floundering, is complete corruption, unemployment, there are no jobs. Go to people, all they say is, where are the jobs, where is the development, and look at the prices, how can we afford a living? That has become the key problem. And what is happening today is, instead of addressing those issues, the ruling dispensation, the BJP, not only in the state of Goa but in the country, is diverting issues. All they want to talk about is communal issues, attacking Christians, talking about Muslims, talking about Mandir, but who wants to talk about these things? We want policies which helps our future, where we can get a job, where our economy improves. Today, our economy is in the doldrums. Today, India's state of economy is reached among the worst economies in the world in terms of GDP growth, in terms of employment. We are among our unemployment rate is among the highest now ever in the last 50 years. So where is the government delivery? So I think these are the things that we need to tell our people, that these are the real issues, not to get diverted, not to get distracted, because that is the agenda of the BJP. So we will, I'm sure, using the professional Congress, reach out to this segment of people, and I'm very confident that we will do a wonderful job. Thank you.
Girish.
We request to the print and electronic media to just stay back. We are having a short press conference.
Sorry, can I just add?
Letter for a
Just wanted to add one small point. This is not the first time Honorable Dinesh Gundarajji and I have met, or that Sir has interacted with the AIPC. While we have all of you honorable members of the media here, I want to place on the record my personal appreciation to you, Sir. Sir has been one of our strongest supporters from the very early stages. I said AIPC has 22 states. We've interacted with Sir when we had just one state. So I want to place my profound appreciation to you, Sir, for all the support that you've given us over all these years on behalf of our national executive. Thank you, sir.
Girish,
Go to the center.
Let's use that one. This one.
Tulio wants to tell me what? Mobile also. गुड भाई आगे देखो मोबाइल मास्टर को काट दो इस हेडिंग में हेलो
Thank you.